Misery loves company. But I want to encourage you that even in your most hour that you feel the most alone and most despair, it's not time for you to die.
Amen. Thank you.
The prophet, he was a great prophet. He did many marvelous works. He did many great things and many feats for God. And he did a lot of anointed works, but sometimes, he found him, well, in this particular case, he found himself in a situation where the anointing was not enough. Sometimes the anointing that you bear is for the people around you. But what about you? Who pours back into you when your cup is empty? Milton Brunson sang a song. He said, "My storage is empty, and I am available to you." But what about the point in between your storage being empty and you being available for God to pour back into you? There is a gap in that one little space that if you don't have nobody praying for you, the devil can creep in and begin to interject thoughts of despair into your mind. But in that time, this is when you get alone. Do not entertain those thoughts. When you feel like there's nobody to understand me, I gave up this, I gave up that, I gave up my friends, I gave up my good job, I gave up my good clothes, I gave up my dancing shoes, I done put the cigarettes down, I done laid down the rolling papers. But Lord, I turn around and all I got is despair. Lord, I get tired sometimes. And it's okay. It's okay to get tired sometimes, but you got to go before God when you feel as though that you have nothing left because you've poured out so much over and over again. I've tilted my cup over. I've filled your cup. I've filled that one's cup. But who's going to fill my cup? God, I feel frustrated, oh God. There's nobody here to restore my cup. There's nobody here to restore my joy. God, I feel like the fire in the furnace has gone out. Who's going to light my pilot light today? God, I feel like that I'm all by myself, oh God, and there's nobody to understand what I'm going through. I can't go to this one because they don't know what I'm going through. I can't talk to this one because they're going to talk about me, oh God. So I feel all alone in the struggles that I'm facing. God, what are you going to do for me? Sometimes when you got that alone time and there's no other sound but the sound of emptiness, and it becomes so loud that you can't hear the voice of God sometimes. Have you ever turned on the TV and just turned it all the way down and you just hear that high-pitched noise? And it's like you're all alone in the room, but all you hear is that high-pitched sound? That is the sound of being alone. And sometimes that alone sound can be deafening. But when you are alone and that spirit begins to speak to you and creep in your mind, you know you might as well just throw in the towel. The devil is a liar. God has invested too much into you for you to give up now. All the time that you fasted and all the time that you prayed and all the time that you went without so that you could walk in God's anointing, and all the prayers of the people that went before you, that prayed for you and they fasted for you and they got down on their knees and they called out your name before God, and all the people that preached sermons to encourage you, and all the people that taught messages. Oh, you can't let all them prayers be in vain. Listen, you might feel all alone in the situation that you're facing, but baby, shake yourself and look around. You might be alone, but God is with you wherever you go. Even in your most despairing situation, even when you have no one else to turn to, there is somebody there that's going to be there to back you up. And if you don't know who it is, his name is Jesus.